Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is Jthbooks, and we are back again with another book haul. And I know you're not surprised, because we're the same. Don't try and deny it. So yes, you heard correctly, it's another book haul. It's not the biggest, but is it still 20 books for somebody who has not read most of the books in his bedroom? Yes, absolutely. But that's just who I am, friends. That's just who I am. Your boy loves to browse a bookshop. He loves to support the bookshops. That's his excuse anyway. He just likes to buy books. But I have been very kindly sent some. And then I had a little shop to London, which I went to the same bookstore 3 times. So, that just proves who I am. But let's crack on with the books. I was very kindly sent first because I've got manners. That's the way it goes. First up, we have Greta and Val by Rebecca K. Kelly. Now it says here, this will be the book to watch next year. What more do you need to know? But this is about Valdin and Greta, who, sort of base synopsis, learn that they are lovable. It's a queer book. Valdin's queer. Greta is queer. So what more do you want? It is out in February 2024. I was very kindly sent by Book Break, Pam Macmillan. How I Won a Nobel Prize by Julius Toranto. Now, I believe this is already out in the US, but it comes out in February here. And this is about Helen, who is a graduate student, who is one of the greatest sort of minds of her generation. And when her advisor is caught up in a sex scandal, she has to decide whether to give up her whole work or follow him to a safe harbour for the disgraced and deplorable. It sounds really interesting. It sounds like it's going to tackle some heavy topics. So I'm very, very intrigued by this one, and I absolutely love the cover. It's glorious. Also, it's very kindly sent by Harper 360. That is Charming Young Man by Elliot Schreifer. Now, this is a YA book, and it is about sort of an up-and-coming young pianist who sort of gets caught up in the world of sort of glitz and glamour and the musical scene, and he loses touch with his best friend who he thinks he might be in love with. So I'm very excited. I want to read this one soon because I just want to read something sort of sweet and light and fluffy. Yeah, can you blame me? It's been a while since I've read something sweet and light and fluffy. Then we have That Selfsame Metal by Brittany N. Williams. Her name isn't on the cover. It's on the side here. You can trust me. I didn't get the name wrong. And this comes out on the 4th of January, 2024. This was very kindly sent to me by Faber Books. They've sent me a few books. They've sent me sort of some of their queer books coming out next year. So it's very, very exciting. And this one, it's a sweeping fantasy, black girl magic, Shakespeare in London, LGBTQ club, LGBTQ plus. Is that? I should know that. Representation. So it says perfect for fans of The Cruel Prince and Shadow and Bone. So I'm very, very excited for this one. I have shown you this one before, but that is Blessings by Chukwuebuka Ibe. I've mentioned this. This could be a new favourite of mine. So I'm very, very excited for this one. I adore this cover. And that's it. I've mentioned this one to you before. It comes out in February, though, if you are interested in it. As you know, I've been reading some brilliant non-fiction this year. That's going to continue for 2024. And coming out on March 7th, also from Faber Books, is Revolutionary Acts, Love and Brotherhood in Black Gay Britain by Jason Okunde. So excited. I'm so unbelievably excited for this one. It's in this landmark work, Jason meets an elder generation of black gay men and finds a spirited community full of courage and charisma, hungry to tell its past, of nightlife, resistance, political fights, loss, sex, romance, and vulgarity. Through their conversations, he seeks to reconcile Britain's black and gay narratives often cleaved as distinct and unrelated. I just think it's going to be phenomenal. I'm calling it now. It's going to be phenomenal. Also from Faber Books, we have Infinity Alchemist by Case and Callender. Case and Callender does All Feelings Ever After, which is a fantastic book. And this is very much their foray into fantasy. I do believe it's dark academia too, which I know people love. Yep, dark academia, enemies to lovers, swoon-worthy romance, LGBTQ plus representation. This is about Ash, who is an alchemist, and if anyone finds out, he'll be arrested. But when he is caught by Ramsay Thorne, instead of handing him over to the Reds, Ramsay blackmails Ash into helping him with a dangerous personal mission, finding the legendary Book of Souls, said to make its reader an all-powerful alchemist. Enemies to lovers, you know what's going to happen. But I believe this could be the first of a series, as so is That Self-Made Metal. So 2 new fantasy series coming out next year, both with queer rep. So that's very exciting, isn't it? And then we have a book that I think could be really, really big next year. It is Henry by Alan Bratton. Now, was very kindly sent to me by Jonathan Cape. It comes out May the 2nd. That's a long way away, isn't it? But do you think I'll get it read before then? No, I will, because I'm very, very excited for it. And this, elegant, audacious, and blisteringly funny, Henry is a compelling portrait of privilege, inheritance, loss, and love from a major new literary talent. Now, if you follow Brandon Taylor on any of his socials, he is absolutely raving about this book. So I'm very, very lucky to have this, and I'm very, very excited. And also coming out in February, February, there's a lot of queer books coming out. It is One Last Song by Nathan Evans. Now, this was very kindly sent to me by Incandescent Press. I've spoken about Incandescent Press before. On this channel, they're a queer independent publisher here in the UK. And I've read some of their works before, and I've really liked them. And I have a few more to read, which is very exciting. And this is One Last Song. A gentleman called Joe lands in a care home like a colourful combustible cocktail, ticking. A gentleman called Jim doesn't know what's hit him. Everything about his new next-door neighbour is triggering. Battle begins. May the best man win. But beneath antics and antique armour plating, what are both hiding? Maybe they've more than a wall in common. Might they even be battling for the same team? I know. I have a feeling a lot of you will really enjoy this one and be interested in this one. So like I said, it comes out in February. So, that was all that's been sent to me. I know, I'm a very, very lucky boy, but let's have a look what I brought. Now, this first batch of books, if you watched my Polari Prize shortlist reading vlog, if not, I'll link it down below. Please check it out. I really enjoyed doing it, and I hope you enjoy it too. I worked really hard on it, even though it's like nothing fancy. Nothing on the channel ever is. Don't expect it from me, okay? Just let me be who I am, which is just me sitting on my bedroom floor. But we have a few books from that, which I'll quickly go over. First up, we have Rising of the Black Sheep, a poetry book by Livia Kojo-Alor. We have Love from the Pink Palace by Jill Nauder. None of the Above, Reflections on the Life Beyond the Binary by Travis Alabanza. And A Visible Man by Edward Enninful. But like I said, if you want to know what any of these are about or anything, just go have a look at that vlog. It's linked down below. Please. And give it a thumbs up. And this video. Oh, I'm just begging for attention now, aren't I? Come on, Jet. Now, I met up with my friend recently and we went for a shopping trip and we went to see the Boy Parts the Play in London, and he very, very kindly gave me some books. And when I say some, I mean quite a few. He was very generous, but he's a very nice person, so he would do that. So first up, we have I Am Homeless. So first up, we have I Am Homeless. If This Is Not My Home by Laurie Moore. All of these, by the way, he's raved to me about. So, and I trust them. I really, really trust them. So, you know, I'm going to have to read all these at some point because otherwise they get mad. We also have Everything Is Fine by Celia Rabes. Now, I don't know what these are about. So I can't really tell you. I don't want to ruin it for myself. That's the problem. The Arena of the Unwell by Liam Coleman. Brainworms by Alison Rumfitt. Now, I still have their first book to read. So now I have their second one. And Truth or Dare by So Mayer. Now, these are proofs that he very kindly gave me because he loved them so much that he is buying the finished copies. So that is always a good sign, isn't it? If that happens, you know this was a good book. Okay, so first up, I brought a second-hand copy of Lincoln in the Bardo by George Saunders. Now, I saw Eric from Eric Cole Anderson pick this as like his favourite book of one of the last 10 years. Like he... You know, I'll link the video down below if you want to check it out. It was really, really a brilliant video. And I saw this. It was secondhand and it's a really beautiful edition, Waterstones edition, so I had to have this. I also picked up a signed copy of one of my favourite books of the year, which is Family Meal by Brian Washington. Oh, I'm so pleased to have this signed. Like, I can't even begin to tell you. Treasure. This is treasure to me. I'm a pirate. This is my treasure. What? I also brought a signed copy of Let Us Descend by Jesmyn Ward. Now, I read Sing Unburied Sing by this author, and I absolutely loved it. So, when I saw this, and my friend loves a signed copy. So, they encouraged me. That's what I'm going to say. They encouraged me. I also brought a signed copy of The Virgin Suicides. Now, this is a classic. I've never read it. I've always wanted to. And they brought out this 30th anniversary edition, and I'm very excited. Look, a little cute paperback. Oh, hardback. It's not a paperback. Why did I say that? It's a hardback. I also bought Rattle Bone by Max Sinclair. Now, I've seen this one around. Always wanted to do it. And it has got an introduction by one of my favourite authors. So, I'm really, really excited for this one. I feel like it's going to be one that really sort of like I love From Out of Nowhere, which is maybe the best kind of book when we have no expectations, but they just creep up on us. Also brought The Waves by Virginia Woolf, because I've seen a lot of people really reading Virginia Woolf recently and raving about her, and I have only read one book by her, so I wanted to read this one. And you know, sometimes when you think about a book and you're in a bookstore and it's suddenly just there in front of you and you think, that was a sign, I'm going to pick it up. That happened to me many times. But then you leave the bookstore and you think, well, of course it was going to be there. It's a bookstore. But that sign always gets me. But it's not until I come out I realise that was a load of crap and I just wanted it. I also brought 10 Things That Never Happen by Alexis Hall. We all know I was going to buy this. We all knew. I'm an Alexis Hall stan. And I'm just excited. But you can see this here. It was buy one, get one free. No, buy one, get one half price. I'm not going to resist a book half price. So I also brought A Nobleman's Guide to Seducing a Scandal by K.J. Charles. Now, I have another of their books that I haven't read, but now I own two, so let's hope I love them. But if I can get one half price, you can't knock that. If I was in a bookstore with any of you and I saw this sticker, I would encourage you. I'd say, you're basically getting one for free. Now, I was watching YouTube and I saw an interview with this person, and then I brought the book, which would... It is Judi Dench, Shakespeare. It's a magical love letter to Shakespeare. Am I going to read this? I don't know. No, I will. But the way she was speaking was so passionate. And then I even saw a clip of her performing Shakespeare on the Graham Norton show, and it was so brilliant. And I'm really pleased I bought this. I bought this in Hatchet's. It's a signed copy. I now have Judi Dench's signature. Judi Dench, that hand that signed this, has held an Oscar. So I'm basically an Oscar winner. Well, that's not true, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it? I also brought Lion's Legacy by L.C. Rosen. This wasn't in London. This just came through the post. But huge L.C. Rosen fan. Very, very excited for this one. And a non-fiction book I bought, which was 3,000 Kisses, Tales of Queer Love from the Ancient World. This came with a beautiful tote bag. If I could find it, I'd show you. But it's got beautiful illustrations in, and I'm very, very excited for this one. Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. Now, this really has made the rounds, hasn't it? And I don't want to be left out. And I've just heard people say that it's fantastic, and I want to agree with the people, so I had to, sorry. And we are going to end the video on a literary high. Maybe a new Booker Prize winner, maybe a Nobel Prize for Literature winner. It is The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. I had to have it. I've loved Britney since I was young. Baby One More Time was the first single I ever brought. And as you can see, at the time of filming this, I'm reading it right now. So, Britney, you have my heart, you have my soul. But there we have it. I would say that's quite an array of books. Not the biggest haul, still, I know, too big. But a plethora of genres, of different kinds of books, of different people. And that's very exciting, isn't it? Now, as you know, what do I like you to do? Chat to me in the comments. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know if I've just got to pick them up straight away. If you want to see any of these go in the TBR jar, which normally I pick up now, but I absolutely don't know where it is. Here it is. If you want to see any of these go in this little annoying jar, just comment down below and I'll put them in there and they will go up for the vote. I'm going to thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, the thumbs up. It really helps. Just the more thumbs up, the more it helps. And that was weird. I'm just begging again. But I'm going to speak to you all really, really soon.